Hi guys,
Hello, beautiful.
I'm Milena,
Hello,
and we're watching Sopranos
10.
episode that is called the
Strong and silent
Type.
type.
Insane, honestly. I feel like this episode is gonna be phenomenal. That is just my feeling, judging by the title of this episode.
Well, also considering what happened in the previous episode.
Yes.
And how shocking all of that was.
Yeah.
That was... what a moment. What a fucking moment in time.
I am just now, what I'm interested in is now Chris. And how he's gonna deal with this, and like how his and Tony's relationship gonna look like, how Tony's gonna behave towards him now. You know, like all those things, because like, yes, Chris is the only one who knows, and like what Tony did, Tony knows was wrong, and that like they could kill him.
Action of a strong silent type.
Interesting.
Not actions of that type.
I don't know. I'm wondering like how like why is this episode called that? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm really curious
like,
about the aftermath of it all. Like whether people are gonna think like what people are gonna think in general, what happened to Ralph. And how Tony is gonna deal with this all. Would love for him to speak to Melfi
because it's not like Chris is gonna say something.
No, I can.
So like by judging by Chris not saying anything, they should think what should they? They're gonna have to think somebody killed Ralph.
Yeah.
Like no way that like he ran away or something. You know.
Yeah.
I'm really wondering now.
I don't know what the story is.
Because usually everybody was dealing together and everybody knew if somebody died. But like now one of them died and nobody knows anything about it. You know?
Except Chris.
Yes, but like that's the same as nobody knowing everything. Because I don't think he's going to tell to anybody.
Yes, but like I wonder the two of us can tell you that for certain. Like if Tony is going to like feel confident in that, I don't know.
No, I don't think so either.
So like there's always a question of what he's gonna do with that as well. I don't know. I'm so curious about this episode. I think it's about to be great. And again, the whole season phenomenal. So I can't wait to see what these last 3 episodes are about.
Me too. 4.
4, yeah. Like including this one, 4. We might play.
Let's play.
And then we can talk about this later. Oh, he's watching a movie again. Oh, this is Chris, actually. Somebody's gonna get something they ain't expecting.
God.
I'm sorry. No, it's not. Is that...
Did he kill her?
Is he gonna choke the dog?
Did he kill the dog?
Oh! She cut her hair!
Yeah, I didn't see. I don't think she cut her teeth, she just made her hair.
No, I saw the back of her head.
Really?
Look at the back of her head.
It is cut! It is cut.
Don't you your hair?
Cut it. What do you think?
I thought we agreed that you were going to talk to me first if you were going to do something with your hair.
What?
What do you think of it?
I think it's beautiful.
It's sure.
Good, he eats his carrots.
I thought you were gonna talk to me before you did something to your hair, excuse me?
God.
What about the dog?
Dad! Come on, Mommy. Let's go for a walk. Do what?
You shut the TV?
Yeah, Dad. Dad?
What?
Christopher! She's not breathing! Her neck feels broken! Fuck! Oh my God! She's dead!
Fell asleep.
What?
She must have crawled under there for warmth.
Are you fucking crazy? You fucking killed her!
I didn't kill her. I must have sat on her.
Oh, my poor baby!
Sorry. It was an accident, for Christ's sake. How long I've been saying she shouldn't be on the furniture?
Because you were fucking alright, Christopher!
I'll get you another dog.
I don't want another dog!
God.
Nobody shuts the ground.
No.
I don't know what we call him. Call him shit.
Try to gay man's quiet.
It was in the mail for you outside. Tell him. Yes. Just call him Ralph.
Oh, the painting of the horse?
Oh, fuck. Is that Tony? Yes, Tony Ralph's horse pile light.
Where you go? Come. Good shot. What are you doing?
That's a forfeit. That's our money.
Hey.
Get rid of that fucking picture.
What? You don't want to...
You hear me? Burn it. I never want to see the fucking thing again.
Furio descending.
Let's see if he's gonna like Carmela's here.
Well, he loves Carmela, so...
We're off the record here, Albert.
We're off the record. It's home.
What? Am I wrong? Honestly, I don't know.
This thing, everyone's gonna always think it's him.
This is bad.
No one's gonna trust that.
Don't get me wrong.
What happened to him? It can happen to any of us.
Huh, true.
And what's next?
It's what
Wearing
Chris
the wrong
said.
shoes?
What can you do? Tony's the boss. Centuries of tradition here.
If Tony did do this, whack Ralph over a fucking horse, that guy'd be the first guy online to pull his fucking plug.
Oh, the kid. Justin.
Tony,
Bonnie, hey.
thank you.
The amount of money he gave to clear his consciousness.
Literally. Kill his father.
Come in, getting dressed.
I'll wait in the car.
Oh, well, welcome back.
I bring presents.
Really, that is so sweet.
Also, for the grown-ups, I bring some of my uncle's wine. But it's come later.
You just made some coffee, you sure?
Thank you. But I wait in the car.
He brought kids presents.
But he didn't spell the name correctly.
Well, he tried. And he just least easy.
Mono ill.
Sent from my father.
All right, but you gotta get over it. Well, I wrapped the paper. And there she is, with her head held high and her ears perked up. There I am smiling.
What happened then?
Still, I gotta be the sad clown. For my friends, my family, and all brave front.
I've heard you describe yourself
Yeah.
this way.
Strong
The
silent
sad
type.
clown. I've never seen it. Carmela also painted a very different picture.
What do you mean?
Volatile, punching the walls, compulsive, gorging on food, kind of a far cry from the seltzer bottle and bicycle horn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What I'm trying to establish is your response to sadness is usually rage, not humor. Let's get back to Pio 9. It's sad that you've lost something that you love. That being said, it is a horse.
What the fuck is the matter with you?
The only other time you've become this emotional in here, it was those ducks.
That was different. That was a whole different thing. They were ducks.
Is it different? You haven't grieved in this way for people.
Can't I just be sad for a horse without some touchy-feely, Freudian shit component to it? Little boy gets shot with an arrow, cuts off the floor, blood to his brain.
Oh no.
13 years old. My nephew. I love that kid like I love my son. But I think he's got a drug problem. Heroin. It kills me just to say it because I got so many hopes tied up in this kid.
This is Christopher.
This 9/11 shit, I don't know. You know, the shit that's going on everywhere. It's like some fucking asshole stuck in the whole human race.
Anthony, did any of your associates think about any of this?
We don't talk about it. Why can't we all just get along?
What's ridiculous about it?
Come on, don't jerk me off. This is me you're talking.
You've caused much suffering yourself, haven't you?
My wife prays to God. What kind of God does this shit?
A lot of guys get cold feet.
He's fucking stoned on H all the time, okay? There. You happy?
You know, we put you guys on the mailing list for Hazelden.
That rehab shit. That's where all those brochures are coming from? From you?
Convince him he needs help, that he should be in rehab.
Oh.
Oh, what can you do with that little face?
How did he back away?
Literally, how did it just happen?
What do you want around here? You do it like this guy? Top 100. Yeah, wrap it up.
Get the fuck out the car, bitch.
Motherfucker, you know who I am? Who the fuck is this?
You know who the fuck I'm with?
You ain't no fucking cop, that's for sure.
Fuck you gonna do with that, bitch?
Stick it up your mother's twat.
He's not gonna be able to say this to anyone because then he'll have to say that he wants to get drugs.
The fucking kid's got a respiratory infection now. She just heard about Priam while she's sick about it. Talking about Justin here.
Sorry, I was thinking about my mother. Skin condition.
Did she tell you? My horse died? Pie on mine?
Oh, that's too bad.
This wine.
There was a fire at the stables. Should have been destroyed. You should have seen her.
Oh my god. Hey, what happened?
Jack was some space. His ride is fucking washed too.
Jesus Christ, the cardiac.
There's so many more pressing issues.
Stop touching it.
Because his drug addiction, he literally killed your dog.
I took him home, he's all fucked up. I'm straight him out.
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Adriana,
Get out of my house.
the guy's my friend.
That's your friend?
Hazelman, what's this?
It came for you in the mail.
Recovery? Put me on mailing list for junkies too? Huh? Where do you get your balls, huh? Oh, what are you doing? What? Still taught you. 25 to 30 G's at a minimum.
I think it was Tony said he wanted it burnt for me, specifically.
Put it in my cup.
I'll take it home.
Tony, can you come down here, please?
What's the matter? What up?
Your nephew.
Christopher did this? He hit you? What for?
What's he was high.
What for?
Little prick. On his fucking neck. Where is
Been using drugs. Heroin. I don't know what to do. I repacked a suitcase for my aunts in Daytona.
he? Take it easy. Do something you're gonna regret.
3 weeks before their wedding. Maybe he needs to be in rehab. You can hire someone to do an intervention, apparently.
Girls, come on. We're a family here. Like I spelled out for you?
Please don't hurt him. Why am I always having a phone here?
As a cover, AJ. As a cover.
Furio, hi.
Carmela, Anthony, how you doing, man?
Did we come at a bad time? Decorating ideas.
You want to come in? You want something? Something to drink?
We gotta go.
You got a cup of coffee?
You know, I feel bad. I didn't give you something. I bring something, but I forgot it when I left that morning. Balsamic vinegar, 35 years, from my sister's husband's family. Live in Modena.
So, aside from your dad, was it wonderful being back in Italy?
Oh, it was wonderful. Man.
Go home, see your friends, your family.
I gotta be honest, it was not so nice. I don't belong there no more. Something changed. Maybe me.
What do you mean?
I'm like a visitor in my own town. Life went on without me. There is nothing there for me now.
No special someone?
I feel strange to live here also. Maybe I should never have come to America.
You've made such a nice life for yourself, though. You've got a wonderful home, a girlfriend.
No.
No? What do you mean no? Jessica?
I tried to talk to her, but there is no communication like with some people. You know what I mean?
That's what love is built on.
See.
So why did you come back?
You said you'd take me to CompuSA so I can get a new magazine.
And I will.
Well, I got stuff to do. I told you.
They're gonna break down, both of them. We are at a boiling point.
Literally. God.
It's too intense.
You got all the angles. You come over here, you bust your ass.
Thanks a lot, people.
Now look at you. You got every excuse to be in the bottom. And here you are, designing a website.
What do you mean?
You got every excuse.
You're,
No, what?
come on, you know that,
Oh. My leg. Of course. I don't think of it right away.
Tony doesn't know how to not do that.
There are worse things.
The grill will tell you exactly when your food is grilled to perfection. Our exclusive 20-minute digital countdown.
He's afraid.
Heroin. A dog you love catches rabies. You put her out of its misery, Anthony.
Oh,
Junior is I am introverts.
what do I do, Uncle Joe?
The feds get him in this condition. Who knows what he's liable to say? You go on trial like me, you won't sleep at night.
All the more reason to clean him up. To make a liability if it were anybody else.
Reminds you of people's feet.
What is he talking about?
I don't know if I can do that other thing. Tony Palladino. Remember him?
B&E guy. Real juice.
He's an AA now. Good. Maybe I'll give him a call.
I was so upset when you didn't bring me a present back from Italy. You got something for AJ and for Meadow. They gave me some vinegar, but I don't think it was meant for me. It must have meant something. They felt bad.
Carmela, you sound like you're 15 years old.
You say I'm helping them decorate. I bring
I can't believe she's talking to this,
Literally.
about this song.
Literally.
Suspects one iota. You know what'll happen if you're real. These guys are living in a different century.
Didn't stop you.
Steve at the gym? I felt so guilty all the time. The lies and the sneaking. It took Jackie going in the hospital to get me stopped. So, this isn't really...
She didn't even kiss him.
It is real. Communicate. He looks at me like I'm beautiful. He thinks I'm interesting when I talk. Just those few minutes when we see each other, I live for those.
Oh my
I feel
god.
like my life is slipping through my fingers that I will never be happy.
If you haven't slept with him yet, don't. And don't go over there anymore.
God.
Are we at a breaking point? Are we at a breaking point? Oh, this is literally an intervention, what?
Those of you who don't know me, my name is Dominic, and I'm an alcoholic and an addict.
Don't forget scumbag.
I've also been in recovery now going on 4 years. I joined AA in prison, and frankly, it saved my life. We also care about Chris and want to help him with his heroin addiction. Now, any one of you guys been involved in an intervention before?
Who's this love guy?
An intervention is a non-judgmental confrontation. A carefrontation, we call it. Now, what I need from you guys is to make a list of specific times where Christopher's drug use impacted on you directly.
Your first intervention.
In 1997, I suffered a relapse. As in heroin addiction, alcoholics suffer fairly high recidivism rate.
Great. So he's taking advice from a two-time loser.
God, just keep your mouth fucking shut, you loser.
How's the real estate business?
Excuse me?
You know, HUD, Garside Street, you, Ralph, Zellman.
Someone tell you this?
Now, Carmen doesn't know anything about this yet, Tony. I'm giving you an opportunity to cut a deal, make it right.
Last time Phil Nice named you, I cut you in at a friendship. But that's over, John. You got nothing coming to you. You or Carmen.
I think we're going down this road.
God.
I'm rooting for you. Love Johnny Sack. What a character.
How much to paint a different suit on him? Change his face a little.
Pardon me?
Why throw it away? A stronger chin, maybe. I was thinking like those paintings you see in the courthouse. Something classy, you know, like a Revolutionary War general. Napoleon and his horse.
He's rather portly to be Napoleon.
Not Napoleon exactly. I think I know what happened to Ralph. And if I'm right, he ain't coming back.
He's gonna go for Johnny Sack.
To New York.
Johnny Sack? What was it? The fat joke?
Sure that didn't help. So I think we're into it. They wanted a piece of it. I think they confronted Ralph. Things went sour.
What'd he say, John?
Wasn't what he said so much as what he didn't say. We're talking about New York here. Before we do anything, terms of payback. You go to your people. I want a full investigation. Nobody makes a move until we know what happened. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
What's going on? Have a seat.
I don't think this is supposed to be funny.
Christopher, we're here to talk about your drug problem.
What? Jesus Christ, you fucking kidding me? No, fuck this shit. You've been told once. Now sit down. Sit down.
This has to be the most ridiculous intervention that has ever been created.
Jesus.
But I want you to know that we're here today because we care about you.
What was this, your idea?
All we ask is that you listen. Adriana, you want to begin?
There is not a paper that's big enough to write everything.
Christopher, I love you very much.
And I hate that.
My only dream is that we have a happy life together.
No.
The last few months, things have got very bad with us because of you using drugs all the time. You're high all the time and I can't take it.
Be specific, hon.
When we first started going out, we made love all the time. Now, because of the drugs,
Jesus, is this fucking necessary?
Go ahead, Adriana.
you can no longer function as a man. Last week when I came home to learn that you had killed our dog, that was the final straw.
Oh.
Now?
Killed the dog.
Now?
It was an accident. What was it, barking?
He sat on the living
Jesus Christ.
I fell asleep. She got suffocated or something.
So, you killed little Cosette. I'm gonna suffocate you, little prick.
Tony, we're going in order. Sylvia?
When I came in to open up one morning, there you were with your head half in the toilet. Your hair was in the toilet water. Disgusting.
I told you I had the flu.
Great. I can't even defend myself now?
No one's attacking me.
Look, it doesn't change anything. I can verify that he was sick for a little while. Still, this thing with the dog. How could you not see it on the chair? That's because I know what it's like to lose a pet.
Insane. Fucking.
Adriana has bruise on her face still.
My mother-in-law's wake. Talking non-stop for 20 minutes. Nothing but gibberish.
That was the best one.
Mother's wake. Jesus Christ.
My mother's way.
Paul, you want to read your statement?
I don't write nothing down. So I'll keep this short and sweet. You're weak, you're out of control, and you become an embarrassment to yourself and everybody else.
Oh, listen, guys, whoa. We said non-judgmental.
Fuck that. I'm taking some medicine.
Seriously, Paul, you want to talk about fucking up?
Oh,
What?
the Russian?
I thought we're being honest here. You got some balls, you know that? All of you. You want to talk about self-control? How about you, Sil? Fucking every slut you got working in the place when you got a wife and kids at home? Guys, whoa.
No. Continue.
Oh, you, Paulie. Yeah, remember last winter in the woods with the Russian guy?
Christopher, I'm fucking warning you.
There he goes, with the type A personality.
We are here to talk about you killing yourself with drugs, not my fucking personality.
That's right.
I'm gonna kill myself? The way you fucking eat, you're gonna have a heart attack by the time you're 50.
Oh,
Sit down.
you're talking to the boss.
God, I just wish you went on longer, Christopher.
Did it hurt?
They gave me some aspirin.
Well, enjoy it, because it's the last fucking drug you're ever gonna take.
I'm sorry, T.
Shut the fuck up and listen to me. You're my nephew, Christopher, and I love you. And that's the only reason you're alive right now. Or anybody else. Anybody. They would have their fucking intervention right to the back of their head. You and me, we're close. We've done a lot of things for each other.
The cop shot my father. I know what you're telling me. I'll never forget that.
This is how you repay me. I gotta worry if you're gonna flip over a nickel bag of white powder.
No, Tony, never.
You lied to me. I told you were the future of this family. I gave you that responsibility, and you looked me in the eye, and you accepted it, and you were fucking high.
Tony.
Shut up. Tomorrow morning, you're gonna go with Patsy up to this rehab place in Pennsylvania. You're going in, you're staying in. You're going every fucking session, and you're gonna keep your mouth shut. Now, if you need anything at all, Patsy's gonna be half a mile away from you in a motel. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Huh? Do you understand?
Tony, I'm sorry. How did I fucking get to this?
So, spent a long time in the hospital last night. Shit that goes on down there.
I wasn't expecting the visitors.
You know, I was thinking about you.
Oh, so you're drunk already?
No. I was just thinking about the way you are. You always have this little smile, like you got your own private joke. You don't talk much, do you? Well, I wish I knew your secret. Lose a leg and start making websites.
That's the whole purpose for people like me, to inspire people like you.
Jesus, no offense.
So that's the trouble with you Americans. You expect nothing bad ever to happen, when the rest of the world expect only bad to happen. And they are not disappointed. You have everything, and still you complain. You lie on couches and bitch to your psychiatrist. You got too much time to think about yourselves.
Sounds like me, all right.
You're not so bad. You have many fine qualities. Big and strong, full of life.
You're beautiful. Remind me of that movie star,
Don't get involved, girl.
call me later? No phone calls for the first 2 weeks. House rules.
All right.
God. Can't look at him.
Well, I'll be busy for a few days, but see when I can.
I think it's not a good idea.
What do you mean?
Good.
Maybe I call you. But I don't think so.
You didn't like it?
I like it very much. Tony, come on. You're a nice guy, but I got my own problems. I don't want all the time to prop you up.
What, are you fucking kidding me?
What a woman. Furio is legitimately going through heartbreak.
Carmela.
Ah!
Where are you? Charles?
It's Charles something. Hotel.
Hotel.
Look at Tony in fridge.
Carmela. Maybe they're doing this on purpose to mess with us.
But like the difference between the two of them. He is literally like, he cooks for himself.
He can't cook even for himself.
Yeah, this one is just like heating up things, drinking milk. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous.
No, but you can't.
He's not staring at
exactly.
you. Is he still staring at you?
He's still staring at you?
His eyes are still haunting you. And you don't feel safe.
Please do not end. Please, I am begging you, do not end. God, what to talk about first? Where to start with this review?
God, Tony.
With Tony.
I don't know how I decided to start there, but just like this entire episode. My God, he's like walking around, woe is me.
That's not this entire episode, that's like...
Yes, but like this is... like that.
2 seasons, I feel.
Yes,
but like this is specifically.
Like this episode was, you know, that heightened. You know? Him going and crying to Malfi about the horse and like talking about how like he has to play this role or whatever. Like he is ridiculous. So like again, nothing new. Like I think the downfall of Tony is so well done and like so there's a path that we went down, you know, and this is just the culmination of everything. This episode was just like a heightened version of who Tony is. So I thought it was great. Especially for episode again titled The Strong and Silent Type.
Yeah. No, honestly, everything was insane in my opinion. Like every single story, yes, regarding Tony as well. Again, what we constantly see with him is his disregard of other people, no empathy towards them, towards their feeling. He cannot understand what they're feeling. But like to me, it again in this episode was also heightened very much, and it was very interesting his ability to empathize with animals. Which was interesting that like it was mentioned with Malfi. Malfi noticed that in their conversation as well, where she mentioned his constant ability to empathize. Like the only previous time that he showed feelings was about ducks, you know. And she had a point there, and she tried to talk about it, but like in my opinion, in that scene, Tony didn't listen to her. Tony talked about himself and his feelings and I mean what you do into therapy, but like what she was trying to try to get to a point, you know, to see where it is that it's all coming from. And like
it doesn't seem like Tony is willing to hear anything.
No,
like he is talking about like I lost my horse.
Yeah,
you killed a guy.
I mean, exactly.
12 hours ago.
Exactly, and like again, he sees Furio crying, and Furio is like, "I'm sad about my father," and he's like, "Get over it, but get over it." And then a second later, he meets Carmela's family. He's like, did Carmela tell you about my horse?
Yeah.
Which is, I completely empathize with, you know, like with other people losing their animals. That's very close beings next to them. I don't know how to explain that, but like I empathize so much, you know, like when I saw what happened to the dog, how Chris sat on her, like that was fucking terrible. And like I couldn't watch, I could just like imagine how Adriana is feeling in that moment. But with Tony it's different, because like he cannot empathize or understand anybody else's problems. Just
like he is putting out so much evil into the world.
So just like this,
you know, so like when he's talking about why can't we all just get along, or what are you talking about? Like I think Melfi said something along the lines of like, well, literally, like what do you do in this world? And you're like, you're talking,
he basically,
and like again, you're talking about, I have lost this horse, and that is again, I would never. I think everyone's gonna grieve over an animal, and same thing with like this whole idea. And I think we talked about this, like the whole strong and silent type, like when it was mentioned in season 1. You know, like Tony's idea of what a man should look like, this strong and silent type. And like I don't agree with that. I don't think anyone should like aspire to like shut down your emotions and like not feel things and like not cry it out if you need to cry it out. You know, like I think it's a very unhealthy rhetoric that is maybe expected of men in society. So like I don't agree with it, but like Tony talking so much about it and like not being that one single bit is very ridiculous. Like he is neither silent, he lashes out violently whenever anything happens.
That's what Melfi told him in that conversation between the two of them. Like, your problem is that you see as weakness about crying and about having emotions, feeling sadness and things like that. And what you do constantly is when you feel sadness or pain or something like that, is you become violent and you lash out and you hurt other humans around you.
Yeah. I think it was like greatly put, his conversation with Svetlana, right? Mm-hmm. Like the whole interaction they have, because like Svetlana is someone that you can say is a strong and silent type.
Yeah.
Like she says that, you know, her circumstances are the way that they are, and she keeps it moving. And like she literally said to him, people like me exist, so like people like you would basically, that we will give you strength, because like you look at us and like you're like, oh my god, if she can do it or whatever. And like I think he even Tony himself pointed out, like you don't speak much. She's just like used to handling things. Yeah, you know. So I just think like it's a perfect contrast between the two of them, and I think that's why like Tony was enamored in that moment.
I think so as well. Yeah, I think so as well, because of the way that he looked at her. What Carmela would say, he looked at her like she was beautiful, and I mean that like in that sense he admired her. Yeah. Okay, but we're talking about somebody looking at somebody else like they're beautiful. We can talk about Furio and Carmela.
Who would have thought when we met Furio that I would be seeing this in season 4? You know what I mean? I would never have guessed, honestly. I love the storyline,
and I think the actors play very well.
It looks like they're in their own like little soap opera,
literally, and
like dramatic.
Yeah,
and like you feel like really sad.
You feel how they're suffocated, how they're suffering. Like you said, you look at Furio and you see that like he's going through a heartbreak, and the same is with Carmela as well. Yeah. No, honestly, it is insane. I would have never guessed that this is where it's gonna come to with them. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna...
I'm even shocked that Carmela was speaking to someone about this. That like she was saying how...
I am shocked as well, but at the same time I remember her talking about the previous guy that she had a crush on. As well to her friends, you know? Yeah. So...
I guess it's not that shocking, but like still,
it shouldn't be that shocking. Yeah, but like
I thought
maybe
she would
this
keep it to herself because like it was actually more real. Yeah. I love that we hear from her how she is suffocating in her life and in her marriage, which again, I think for her and Furio, I don't think anything's gonna come out of that. You know, I'm not sure if they're gonna like actually physically be with each other, but like I don't expect anything to happen there. And I think again we talk about karma and the justice coming for everyone here. In a way, this would be Carmela's justice, you know, like that she cannot have this life of love and happiness because like this is the path that you chose. This is the person that you chose to be with, knowing the type of man that he is and knowing what you built your life on, like the quite literally blood money that funds your way of life. Like you do not get to be in love and feel fulfilled in such a way, you know. And so like that's why I don't think this is ever gonna come to fruition. I mean, same with Furio. Furio is the same as the rest of them.
I mean, that's 100%. Not like you said, like if they're gonna kiss or like have sex or something, like that is up for us to see, you know. But like nothing serious. They're not gonna be together at any point, you know. And they're not gonna be happy at any point. You know, it can be a stolen moment, but like nothing more. She's gonna still go back to her husband, who does not love her or not notice her the way that he should.
What did you do to your hair? Didn't we say we were gonna discuss if you're gonna do something to your hair?
Shocking. Honestly shocking.
Nothing could surprise me. But maybe that is like one way of her like cutting cords with Tony. Like cutting her hair.
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Like it seems like hair is how do I say, like for a woman hair can be like a symbol of like what am I looking like femininity, is that a word? Femininity,
sure.
And like looking a certain way for your husband or whatever, and so like her cutting that off could like indicate also disconnect.
But like I completely agree, but also I think women do tend to cut their hair or change the style or something, like do something for themselves when they either want to break up or have broken up with their previous partners.
Like you need to change yourself somehow.
Exactly. They start like even if they haven't broken up but they are unsatisfied and unhappy and would like to end that relationship, like I have seen millions of times, and I have done it the same. You change.
You know, someone's going through a heartbreak when they get bangs. Like you just know that something went awry.
Exactly. So
I love that. I love the storyline.
I immediately thought that when you said like that she changed her hair, like my first thought is like she wants to get out of her.
Like she's changing something. Yeah, definitely. We had the whole Chris bit. I mean, he's been doing drugs this whole season. Like I feel like in season 3 we talked about this. Like we didn't necessarily see him do drugs all that much. Even we knew it was happening. Probably like we didn't see it. And then this season we just like I don't think we have seen him not high.
Exactly.
You know?
I don't think so either.
And so like this episode is the episode where it all came to a head with how drunk he was, to the point where he killed the dog. He sat on it. He didn't realize it. What did the episode start with? He was watching a show and something I always think like whenever they're saying something on TV, like the show is telling you something about the character is watching that. But what did they say? Like something coming.
I don't know exactly.
God, what did they say? Like something coming when you don't expect it to be coming.
Because like when it started, like you said, like I thought it was Tony.
Yeah.
And then we saw Chris, like it is Chris, and then like I stopped thinking about what was said in the
God, I feel like there was a line that was said that I was like, this is some type of foreshadowing, I'm sure. We'll look back. Also, Chris in this episode was physically abusive to Adriana, and I'm sure not the first time that it has happened, won't be the last time that it's gonna happen. Like they have such a volatile relationship, and I hate it. And every time that he's in a scene with her, I hate him.
Honestly, I cannot look at him. I cannot look at them together. I cannot look at him touching her after that, like hugging.
Disgusting.
Like them hugging each other, seeing how she after that begs for Tony to not hurt him, or like tells him that she'll love. I cannot watch that, honestly. No. I get physically ill. I wanna
I know.
I wanna physically drag her out of that relationship.
And Tony feeling worse for the dog than Adriana getting beat up. Worse for the dog.
Somehow, like the whole scene is very serious of them, of that intervention. You know what they are doing, but it's so unserious.
No, that scene of intervention was ridiculous.
Literally, like
who the fuck are you to intervene anything?
I mean, yes. What are you people talking about? You know what I mean? Like, and when she said when he killed my dog or something, and I knew immediately, like when Tony said, like, what? You know? And you now realize that, like, he's changing the subject. Now it's about the dog, you know, and him hurting an animal, and not anymore about him using the drugs.
Yeah.
And like the only reason why he wants him to stop using the drugs, that is even the worst part. Not because he loves him, just because he can slip up and he's not reliable then for him, you know? In this type of business, you cannot trust somebody who does drugs.
Yeah.
And so like either you kill him, or because he's your nephew, you don't kill him, you try to save him.
Like, even the way that he speaks to Junior.
Yeah.
Like, saying, like, if this was anyone else, I would have, like, killed them or whatever. Like, I'm such a good guy because I'm not killing him. You know, like, I care about him so much, and, like...
to me sounded like I cannot believe that I cannot kill him right now. That's how it sounded to me.
It looks like I cannot kill him because of optics. You know what I mean? Like, okay. And, like, at this point, I cannot tell you that's not going to be the case in the future.
Yeah, I can.
At this point, I thought that Chris was gonna get, like, that's not the correct term to say, like, get killed by drugs, but, like, I thought he was gonna die because of drugs. I think Tony is gonna be the killer.
Just, like, in one way or the other.
Yeah, like, whether it's directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna, again, because of the way that they establish their relationship, you know, and that's, like, very much... somehow like Chris depending on him. The only way that Chris can die kind of seems to be from Tony.
That's what I want to say. Even if it's like because he's gonna sacrifice his life to save Tony, because like he's gonna do something for Tony, like in millions of ways it can come to it that like he's actually gonna get killed, and it's all gonna be tied back to Tony and the way that he manipulated him, and for all those selfish ways.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Reasons, not ways. For all those selfish reasons.
Yeah, definitely. The intervention scene was so ridiculous.
Just because you also know that, like, again, we're talking about something so serious. And this guy who actually he's trying to explain them what they're doing. And, like
you explain this to these people.
Exactly. And, like, none of them care.
Like, literally,
none of them have anything to say about him. You know what I mean? That's the same thing when they talked about Livia on the funeral, about something nice. So they don't know her. They don't know what to say. They don't know her. They don't love her. They don't care about her. This is the same situation for me.
They're like just trying to pull something out, like when he was on drugs.
It is so fucking ridiculous, you know? So like the moment when he snapped back at them was actually very satisfying moment.
I wish it lasted longer. I wish he read them to fucking filth.
Yes, I wish they took Tony. Tony, you shut up. Like, you know what I did to you 2 days ago.
Like literally the fact that he was able to even say anything to Tony was shocking to me, you know? Like calling him out in any type of way. But like that whole scene, when he spoke about it. Because again, all of them are bad. But like if I have to place someone above them, I'm placing Chris above them, you know? And so like, who the fuck are you guys to start telling him anything about anything? So I love the whole moment. It was really good.
I completely agree. Yeah, but like again, it was satisfying. The thing that I want to say, it was satisfying for me to see other people get something told to them back. But like again, I dislike Chris as well. I heavily dislike him. Like it's not like, oh my god, yes, you're right, I'm on your side. I am not. It's just that like I want to see all of them fall down.
Yes.
So like whoever is saying something to them, I am rooting in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I'm not praising him.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because again, say something to Adriana. I'm telling Chris that.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
But then there was a moment with him and Tony.
I hate it.
Scene between him and Tony, which was again the... No, honestly, I just want to say how much I love the Chris's storyline. Like I love everything about it, and the thing that like again I love the most in those scenes between him and Tony. I mean, I hate them the most as well, but like I think they're very interesting, and they're the reason why Chris's character is very interesting in my opinion.
Yeah.
The way that like Tony again manipulated him, the way that like Chris in those moments looks small somehow, you know?
Literally.
It's fascinating, honestly.
Literally, I mean, again, even the way they film it, you know, with Chris like sitting down and Tony towering above him, you know, like
and
it
Chris cannot even look him in the eyes
about
in some ways.
like their dynamic and like the manipulation and the fact that like Chris feels like he's convinced himself that he owes something to Tony, and that like Tony loves him, and that's why like he helped him with the guy that killed his dad, which like it's not, no such thing occurred, you know, but like he has to believe in that because like
even if it did occur, you know what I mean?
No, it does not. Like literally doesn't change anything. Like still Tony is still manipulating you in any way, but just he has to believe that Tony loves him because like he loves Tony.
Yeah.
And so like all those moments between the two of them to me are so brilliant. I love those scenes so much. And he went to rehab. I have no fucking clue what's gonna come out of that.
Which is also, in my opinion, very interesting storyline. I can't say I expected it to happen. I say like that he is gonna go to rehab. I am wondering what is that gonna do to Chris. Honestly.
Me too. I mean, I'm happy that he's going to rehab.
I am as well. Again, it can bring another thing to his character as well. I'm wondering, like, because like that's like therapy. At the same time, so like I'm really wondering if he's gonna stay in rehab and what is that gonna do to. But like if he doesn't, they kill him. Tony basically told him that in his face. So like without it, he's a dead man. But like I'm wondering in what ways it is gonna change him and how he's gonna.
I'm so curious about that.
Exactly.
Maybe like we won't see him until season 5 if he's in.
I honestly believe even if I don't think we will. Maybe. We will see him at some point, but like maybe Adriana is
maybe like
unfortunately go briefly. And visit him, but I think we're not gonna see him for a few episodes definitely.
I think so as well, maybe.
That's what I thought at least in that moment.
And Tony has like first no one believes Tony at this point. Like this just makes sense, and also he is
making a war.
Like that's so dumb. Like Johnny Sack asked about this like thing, and like I understand. Tony wanting to profit more, but it just seems like a dumb thing to do.
But
you
like,
know what I mean? Like you're starting a war over this.
I know, but like I also think that like Tony could feel the tension, maybe believes that they don't trust him.
Yeah.
Like he cannot ever again not look above his shoulder because his men don't trust you and he knows what he did.
So like it's that type of like you're gonna have to create a war conflict somewhere else so like it won't be on you.
Yes, I think so as well, you know.
Yeah,
so like
I agree.
I think that though there's few reasons why I think that's the biggest reason why he's starting this, you know. It's not just money because
no, I mean he fucked up very badly.
Yeah, I think he did, really, and he knows that he fucked up.
Yeah.
Even though in his moment now he is still angry because of the horse.
Biomai.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was great. I've nothing else that is
Calling
so great.
All Cars.
Calling All Cars.
That's the next episode. Honestly, I cannot wait to watch it. We have only 3 more episodes of
potentially
this
the best
amazing season, honestly.
Potentially the best season. I'm waiting for it to finish so I can say it with certainty, but
I agree. Okay, guys.
That's
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.